storm did not begin with a single headline. It began with curiosity. Fans scrolling through social media started noticing a change in tone across commentary channels, podcasts, and gossip pages. People were no longer casually joking about the Diddy situation. They were speaking in hushed, serious voices, as if something heavier was unfolding behind the scenes. According to reports circulating online, the reason for this shift was 50 Cent himself. Instead of his usual sarcastic remarks, he was allegedly hinting at deeper issues, suggesting that there were financial stories connected to Diddy that had not yet been fully discussed. As these hints spread, viewers began speculating about who else could be linked, and that is when Kris Jenner's name unexpectedly entered the conversation. Fans are shocked because Kris has always been seen as the ultimate strategist, someone who plans 10 steps ahead and never allows chaos to touch her brand. Yet commentary pages claimed that this time the situation felt different. According to online chatter, insiders were saying that Kris was not amused, not calm, and not brushing this off as another rumor cycle. Instead, there were whispers of emergency calls, tense meetings, and a sudden shift in how the family was handling public appearances. Again, none of this has been confirmed, but the speed at which these stories spread made them impossible to ignore. Emotions ran high in comment sections as people argued over whether this was unfair targeting or a long overdue spotlight. The speculation deepened when people began revisiting old footage and past business announcements. Fans pointed out moments that once seemed normal but now felt oddly timed. According to these discussions, certain partnerships, donations, and financial moves were being reframed as potential clues in a much larger puzzle. Bloggers were careful to say they were not stating facts, only questioning patterns that appeared strange in hindsight. Still, the idea that these patterns might exist was enough to ignite debate. Fans who had defended the family for years found themselves uneasy, while critics felt validated in their long-held suspicions. What made the situation even more dramatic was the way silence was interpreted. Kris Jenner is known for addressing rumors swiftly, either through statements or carefully placed media moments. According to online commentary, the panic rather than strategy, fans are shocked by how quickly public perception can flip, turning silence into something suspicious. Some argue that staying quiet was the smartest move, while others insisted that it only made the rumors grow louder. The family was left divided in the public opinion, with every action and inaction becoming part of the narrative. As the discussions continued, attention turned back to 50 Cent and his alleged plans. Commentators claimed that he was not simply reacting to news, but preparing to tell a story in his own way. Fans speculated that he was positioning himself as an outsider willing to challenge powerful figures, a role that always attracts massive attention. According to these reports, that was what made Kris Jenner's situation feel so intense. It was not just random gossip, it was gossip tied to someone known for following through when he hints at revelations. Emotions ran high as people debated whether this was bravery, bitterness, or calculated drama. The online world thrives on escalation, and this story was no exception. Soon discussions moved beyond individuals and toward systems. People began asking how money moves in elite circles, how friendships intersect with business, and how influence can protect or expose someone. According to commentary channels, Kris Jenner was being framed not just as a person, but as a symbol of control within celebrity culture. Fans are shocked because the narrative suggested that even the most powerful image managers could lose grip when the story no longer belongs to them. Reactions from fans ranged from disbelief to fascination. Some insisted this was nothing more than
exaggerated entertainment designed to generate views. Others claimed that too many coincidences were lining up to be ignored. Screenshots were shared, timelines were drawn, and theories multiplied. The emotional conflict was no longer just about Kris and 50 Cent, it was about trust. Fans questioned whether they truly understood the figures they had followed for years, or whether they had only seen carefully curated versions of reality. Throughout all of this, commentators repeatedly reminded viewers that these were reports and online claims, not confirmed truths. Still, the dramatic framing made it feel real to many. The language used in discussions grew more intense, with phrases like "fans are shocked" and "emotions ran high" appearing again and again. The family was left divided in public opinion, caught between loyalty and skepticism. Every new post, every old clip, and every rumor added another layer to a story that refused to settle. By the time these discussions reached their peak, the atmosphere around Kris Jenner felt charged with uncertainty. According to speculation, she was facing not just criticism, but a challenge to the very narrative control that built her empire. Whether these claims hold any truth or fade away like countless others remains unknown. What is clear is that the commentary itself has become a spectacle, pulling viewers in with suspense, emotional tension, and the promise of revelations that may or may not ever fully surface. As the conversation kept spreading, the focus slowly shifted from speculation to emotional fallout. Online commentators began describing a family under pressure, not because of proven facts, but because according to circulating reports, Kris Jenner was allegedly struggling to keep everyone on the same page. Some voices online claimed that certain family members wanted to address the rumors head-on, while others preferred to stay silent and let the noise die down. This internal disagreement became part of the drama itself, with fans saying the family looked less united than ever before. Emotions ran high as viewers debated which approach made sense, knowing that every move would be analyzed no matter what. The idea of betrayal began creeping into the narrative, even if only through speculation. Bloggers suggested that trust within the inner circle might be fraying, as people questioned who knew what and when. According to these stories, longtime friendships connected to Diddy were suddenly being viewed with suspicion. Fans are shocked because relationships that once seemed harmless were now being framed as possible liabilities. The internet turned into a courtroom of opinions, where every association was treated like circumstantial evidence. Whether fair or not, this atmosphere created a sense that everyone involved was being judged by proximity rather than proof. Online reactions grew more intense when people began imagining what this stress could look like behind closed doors. Commentators painted scenes of tense conversations, raised voices, and sleepless nights. They described Kris Jenner as someone used to being in command, now allegedly facing a situation where control felt slippery. Fans reacted strongly to this portrayal, some sympathizing with the pressure of constant scrutiny, others insisting that power always comes with accountability. The family was left divided in public opinion, with supporters calling the rumors cruel and critics calling them overdue. As these discussions continued, attention returned again to 50 Cent's role in fueling the drama. According to online chatter, his silence between hints was being interpreted as intentional, a way to keep people guessing. Fans speculated that every pause was strategic, designed to let the story grow on its own. Some believed he was enjoying the chaos, while others argued he was waiting for the right moment to speak. Regardless of motive, his presence loomed over the narrative, adding tension simply by not clarifying his intentions. Commentary channels also began highlighting the emotional impact on fans themselves. Many viewers expressed confusion, saying they no longer knew what to believe. Some admitted they felt guilty for enjoying the drama while knowing it involved real people. Others argued that public figures invite the scrutiny through their fame. Emotions ran high in live chats and comment sections, where debates quickly turned personal. The story was no longer just about alleged money trails or associations. It had become a mirror reflecting how audiences consume scandal. Another layer of drama emerged when bloggers started discussing the power of timing. According to these reports, the rumors resurfaced during a moment when public attention was already heightened. Fans are shocked by how quickly narratives can resurface years later and feel brand new. Commentators suggested that timing alone can turn old information into explosive content. This idea fueled more speculation about whether someone was intentionally reviving these conversations, or if the internet simply found a new angle to obsess over. The narrative also began exploring the idea of fear, not just panic. According to online discussions, fear was being read into every move the family made. A canceled appearance, a vague quote, or even a neutral post was interpreted as a sign of distress. Critics argued that this kind of reading was unfair and invasive, while supporters of the theories claimed it was human nature to look for meaning in silence. The family was left divided not only internally, according to rumors, but also in how the world chose to interpret their behavior. Fans are shocked by how easily speculation can morph into assumed truth. Some commentary channels tried to slow things down, reminding audiences that no official statements had confirmed any wrongdoing. Yet even those reminders became part of the drama, as viewers accused them of protecting powerful figures. Trust in media.
Voices wavered, and audiences split between those who wanted restraint and those who wanted more digging. The emotional conflict here was subtle but powerful, reflecting a broader tension between entertainment and responsibility. As the story evolved, people began to imagine possible outcomes. Some believed everything would quietly fade away, dismissed as another exaggerated cycle. Others predicted that the pressure would force statements, interviews, or even confrontations. According to speculation, Kris Jenner was being pushed into a corner she was not used to occupying. Fans debated whether this would lead to a stronger comeback or deeper damage to the family's image. The uncertainty itself kept viewers hooked, refreshing feeds and watching commentary videos late into the night. Through all of this, one theme remained constant: the sense that something had shifted. Even without proof, the way people talked about Kris Jenner and her circle felt different. The aura of invincibility seemed cracked, at least in the minds of viewers. Fans are shocked because once an image changes, it is hard to fully restore it. The story had moved beyond one person or one rumor, becoming a larger discussion about power, fame, and how quickly narratives can turn. By the end of this stretch of commentary, the mood online was heavy with anticipation. Emotions ran high, theories multiplied, and patience wore thin. Some viewers felt exhausted by the constant speculation, while others felt energized by the possibility of revelations. The family was left divided in public perception, caught between long-time loyalty and growing doubt. Whether these stories lead anywhere concrete or dissolve into background noise remained unknown, but the tension they created was undeniable, setting the stage for even deeper twists in the ongoing narrative. The conversation did not slow down. It became more layered and more emotional as new interpretations kept emerging. Online commentators began focusing on the psychological side of the situation, asking how someone like Kris Jenner, who built an empire on confidence and control, would process being the subject of non-stop speculation. According to circulating reports, the pressure was not just external but internal, as trust became a fragile thing even within close circles. Fans are shocked by how quickly admiration can turn into scrutiny, and many said they felt like they were watching a character they thought they understood become something unfamiliar through the lens of rumor. As the narrative evolved, bloggers started describing scenes that felt straight out of a reality drama. They imagined tense family gatherings where conversations stalled and eyes avoided contact. According to these commentaries, questions hung in the air that no one wanted to ask directly. Was this just noise or something that could grow into a real crisis? Emotions ran high as viewers debated these imagined scenarios, some feeling sympathy for the stress involved, others insisting that wealth and power do not erase accountability. The family was left divided in how audiences interpreted their silence, with every pause adding fuel to the fire. Fans are shocked by how much attention turned toward relationships that had once seemed stable. Commentary channels speculated that some people in the inner circle might be reconsidering their loyalty, not because of proof, but because of fear of association. According to these narratives, the idea of guilt by proximity became a driving force. People online questioned who would stay quiet and who might distance themselves if the pressure continued. Even neutral figures connected through past events were dragged into the discussion, showing how wide the net of speculation had become. Another dramatic twist in the commentary focused on reputation damage. Bloggers argued that even if nothing concrete ever emerged, the story itself had already done harm. Fans debated whether reputation alone could be as powerful as evidence in shaping public opinion. Emotions ran high as some viewers pointed out that in the digital age, perception often becomes reality. Once doubt is planted, it spreads faster than facts ever could. This idea resonated deeply with audiences who had seen similar cycles play out with other public figures. The role of the audience itself became part of the story. Commentators noted how fans were no longer passive viewers, but active participants, sharing theories, correcting each other, and sometimes escalating claims beyond their original scope. Fans are shocked to realize how much influence collective discussion can have. What starts as commentary can transform into a dominant narrative simply through repetition. This realization added a layer of discomfort, as some viewers questioned their own role in amplifying unverified claims. As discussions continued, the emotional tone shifted from excitement to unease. Some fans admitted they felt tired of constant drama, while others said they could not look away. According to online chatter, this tension mirrored what the family itself might be feeling, caught between wanting privacy and needing to protect a public image. The family was left divided not only by how others saw them, but by how they might choose to respond, at least according to speculation. Commentary channels also explored the idea of legacy. Kris Jenner has long been portrayed as someone focused on long-term success, not just immediate wins. Bloggers speculated about how these rumors could affect that legacy, especially as generations grow up with access to endless commentary and archived discussions. Fans are shocked by how quickly a narrative can attach itself to a name and linger. Even if disproven, the association can remain in public memory, shaping how future stories are received. The drama intensified when people began comparing this moment to past controversies involving powerful families. Commentators drew parallels to
situations where rumors eventually faded and others where they exploded into confirmed scandals. These comparisons added suspense as viewers tried to guess which path this story would